3 and out on their first drive, and Denison drove down to the 50 but punted. So DePauw will have the ball. 11 minutes, 45 seconds left here. 0-0. As we start you off here with a handoff, and the Denison defense all around them, as will be about a 1-yard gain on the run. Leighton Reeser and Rory Ralston, a player who's been kind of banged up, took a game off, but has really flourished in this Denison defense. So he comes up with the stop there. So have your 2nd and 8. Scott Ballantyne, the quarterback here. He'll hand it off to Whitehead once again. He gets a little burst of speed and picks up a good 5-yard gain to make it a manageable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Whitehead's been their leading running back all year. 372 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns so far this season, leading that Tigers rushing attack.
Yes, he's been great all season, as you said, and so he complements this passing offense as well, too, as Scott Ballantyne has been a force to be reckoned with this season, as he's thrown for 2+ touchdown passes in 5 of his 6 games. He's got 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns on the year, and his favorite target, his brother, Robbie, who was a first-team All-American last season and has recorded a touchdown in every catch this game, and he ranks in the top 15 in receptions and yards this season. I mean, it is a pass-and-catch duo unlike any other. I mean, blood is thicker than water, and especially for this Tigers team here today.
No, 100%. Robbie Ballantyne's got 656 receiving yards on 49 catches to go along with the 9 touchdowns you were talking about. Really, that sophomore-senior brother duo has led this offense all year to be in the top 20 in the country for a reason.
Yes, as you said. And like I said, what complements this DePauw offense really is their defense, as well as they have been world beaters on the defensive side of things, as they lead the entire country in total defense with 171 yards per game and a staggering half-yard rushing per game as well. That's just something you don't even see, or that you think is like a fairy tale almost when you hear something like that, Doran.
No, it's actually insane, and they're led by defensive end senior Dominic Seaball up front, who's got 7.5 sacks this year as well. I mean, they're allowing less than 10 points a game as a defense, which is unheard of. They got a plus 181 point differential this season, which, if you're Denison, this is going to be a tough task here today for them to go up against.
Tough task, and I mean, they started off the game well on defense, as their DePauw picks up the first down. Carson Johnson on the little jet sweep to get a good couple of yards to get the first down. So, new set of chains for Ballantyne and company.
Yeah, the 2 guys for Denison are Colton Morrow.
And Ballantyne takes that, and he gets tripped up. What a play from Thomas Hansen. 2 picks last week against Wittenberg, but as you can see there, just the one-on-one ability Robbie has, and he got him on the slant route there. No safety over top to help out. So that's not something you really want if you're the Big Red in that situation.
Yeah, just going to point out Thomas Hansen, yes, he's got 3 picks on the season. He's one of their best defenders, but I don't know if you want to leave him on an island against Robbie Ballantyne all day today, because he's going to beat you every single time. He's an All-American for a reason, so curious to see Denison's game plan to stopping him today.
Ballantyne in the slot, near field, play action. Ballantyne looking, throws it off deep, a little bit too far for number 7, Leighton Lukowski. As got him on the little flag route, just a little bit too far, and so they like to take a shot there, and they make it 2nd and 10. DePauw driving a little bit now.
Yeah, into Denison territory now after that big play from the Ballantyne connection. Almost broke it for a touchdown. He's just got tripped up at the end there, but now it's going to be 2nd and 10 with the backup running back in the backfield, Carson Johnson.
Little play action once again. Flips it on over to Lukowski and gets a couple yards there. About a 3rd and medium for the Tigers. Tigers, one of the best third down teams in the nation. They are 42 of 78 on third downs this year, 53.8% compared to Denison's 47.8. So they get it done in third down.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be saying that a lot today. One of the best in a lot of categories for DePauw. They just came off a tough loss, however, though, at home against John Carroll, 31-27. So they're definitely seeking some revenge here on the road against Denison today.
Valentine dropping that, throws it over to his brother. Robbie gets a little stiff arm, and he keeps going in to the 15-yard line. He's swarmed by some Big Red. What a play there. Nice concept, little mesh route just to get Robbie one-on-one. He uses that elusive speed to get them inside the red zone, and a lot of yak as well. This is what DePauw likes to do here. I mean, like you said, one of the best passing offenses in the country. You're going to hear it a lot today.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of things well. But that loss against John Carroll, it snapped their 29-game regular season winning streak. So they're looking to rebound here today. Once again, and they'll slant, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Leighton Lukowski from a little slant, and we saw that earlier with Ballantyne. So they go right back to it, and they get it in. And after that first drive where the Denison defense was pumped up on that 3-and-out, DePauw comes right back to it. They get the first points of the game.
Yeah, like you said earlier, there's going to be a lot of yards after the catch. DePauw likes to go to a lot of those quick routes and just let their receivers do their thing once they get their ball in their hands. And we saw it there with Lukowski taking a slant route and taking it in for a touchdown to give DePauw the early lead.
Kick is up, and it is good. So DePauw striking first in this matchup of one-loss NCAA teams. We'll see how Denison responds after the Tigers score. We will be back with you here in a little bit. Back here at Deeds Field Piper Stadium, where DePauw strikes first after a 14-yard pitching catch from Scott Ballantyne to Leighton Lukowski. Doran, on that drive, it just looked a little too easy for DePauw. Like we said, Denison did a good job on that first drive, but now just the wide receivers just really showing their thing, doing their thing right now.
Yeah, they're led by those two senior wide receivers on offense, Ballantyne and Lukowski, and they showed us why on that last drive, really being complete receivers with the yards after the catch, and that just took them down the field in about 5-6 plays really quickly. And Denison's got to try to figure out a game plan to stopping those receivers because they're just doing those quick routes all day, and it clearly worked on that last drive. But should be interesting to see how Denison bounces back here on offense with the sophomore quarterback Ty Green now.
One thing Denison needs to do is keep their offense on the field so their defense can rest. It doesn't matter if you get points right now. You just got to keep them on the field, as another catch by number 8, Cade Nowick, for the first down. Gets him at the 45-yard line. Cade Nowick, also a baseball player for the Denison Big Red. We have lots of two-sport athletes here, and he does it well on both ends, on the field and in the diamond. So he picks up the first down catch. As Green rolls out once again, throws that one on over to Grayson Kersher. Kersher has had himself a season as well, as he's been Green's top target this season so far. 37 catches, 544 yards, and 4 touchdowns, 90 yards per game. And he had a big game last week against Wittenberg, 5 receptions for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he gets a first down and gets it on the other side of the DePauw 45.
Yeah, he had a big game, and also they were down 24-0 against Wittenberg on the road, and then Ty Green led them back 409 passing yards and 4 touchdowns to lead Denison back to that huge road victory at Wittenberg, led by Kirscher and Green. It's really interesting to see. Ever since Ty Green stepped in that starting quarterback role, Denison's really gone from, there used to be a really run-heavy offense with Frappuccini leading the way for Denison. You'd be putting up monster. He had 20 touchdown seasons multiple times here. And now with Ty Green at quarterback, it's turned into an air raid offense with these senior receivers to go along with the junior Kirscher leading the way.
As Kirscher here takes the jet sweep, but the Tigers are all over it as Jackson Clopton and Nathan Creed on the stop. They snuffed that one out. And last time Denison was home here against Ohio Wesleyan, that jet sweep worked out in their favor a ton. But the Tigers are there to stop it. And so now it is 3rd and 11 for the Big Red. Not the situation you want, but obviously it's going to be 5 wide here. Green all by himself in the backfield. Be interested to see if DePauw brings any pressure. They bring 3 here. Green rolls out, pressure, throws it over the middle to Kirscher. Kirscher, great grab! Oh, and he dropped it. It looked like Kirscher had it all the way through, but it is broken up by Aaron Wagner. Way to be persistent on that. It looked like Kirscher had it all the way through, but he fought towards the end to break that one up. And so it'll be 4th and 11 for the Big Red punting situation.
Yeah, they dialed up the right play there. Had Kirscher on the little go route down the middle, down the seam, and just a great play there by Wagner to get his hands in there and break that one up with the 4th down. See if Denison can try to pin DePauw deep here.
Arjun Narang, the punter, and a great punt from him. He dots it inside the 20, more like inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. So
it might have been. I think he mishit it, but it ended up working out in his favor. Got the good roll and get a pin DePauw back. Let's see how Denison defense bounces back now.
Yeah, really need to see them respond here. You need to go into at the end of this first quarter of at least a 1-possession game. You don't want to give them too much momentum so that they start going back and forth and start to really feel it here. So Whitehead in the backfield. 2 by 1. Hand it off to Whitehead. And Whitehead at 4 yards to the 14-yard line. 5 yards, excuse me.
A nice first down play there to get them out of the end zone here. Yeah. Now you got Ballantyne on the outside there, 1-on-1 still against Denison's best corner. So let's see if the brother-brother connection.
So here we go, 2 by 1. It'll be play action. Ballantyne will throw that one out, and it's tipped. Almost, if he could have got some hands on it.
Could have been 6.
Could have been 6. It was a really risky throw from Ballantyne, too. It looked like he was just going to him all the way. Didn't even see him over there. So it'll be 3rd and 6 once again. Cole Harris on the deflection. Huge as well. So here we have 2 by 1. Looks like Denison's going to blitz. They do. Ballantyne throwing that one out, and it's caught. It'll be a first down. Great throw and catch to Frankie Riccardi. Ballantyne whipped that one out on an out route, and they get another first down.
Yeah, another long throw, another out route across the field that he just placed it perfectly there. Giving them a first down here, now starting another solid drive. Still got Whitehead in the backfield.
Ballantyne will drop back. He'll throw it out to Whitehead. A little running back screen, but Hansen is all over that one, defeats the block. And it'll be a tackle for loss. And you see the running back screen set up right there. But Hansen, great job defeating the block and tripping Whitehead up to make it 2nd and long. Here again, 2 tight ends set in right now. Ballantyne by himself on the boundary. Snap, play action. Once again, a slant over the middle to Ballantyne, and it'll pick up about 15 yards on the play, just below the 40-yard line at the 39. Once again, it's there. I mean, if it's going to be, if it's there, you got to take it. And so they're doing a great job right now.
It's too easy so far between the brother-brother connection. He's already probably up to 60 yards on the game receiving. So Denison's really, well, they're trying to double team him, but those slant routes are so hard to defend, considering how well Ballantyne does to get off the line.
Ballantyne takes the snap, hand it off. Had a little bit of a crease, but will be stuffed up by Leighton Reeser and Rory Ralston. It was Carson Johnson on the carry, so a good chunk of yardage again. These 4 to 5 yard runs are very beneficial on this first down. It really sets up your offense, and it's really setting up the Tigers as well. They have a lot of options when they get to that second and medium. So,
no, 100%. It makes the play action even more dangerous because if you have to put all that respect on the run still, it's going to open up these play action plays, like I said earlier, with these slant routes and these opportunities for the receivers to get yak.
So Ballantyne drops back. He's pressured, and there will be a flag on the play. It looked like
it's a hold.
Left tackle.
It's 68, Nick Ruiz.
Nick Ruiz held the jersey. I mean, you could see it from Ben Perrin over there. He was tugging on his jersey, trying to rearrange it. So, I mean, those are the holding calls that get called the most. I mean, when you're trying to get away and you're holding on like that. So, good break, big break for the Big Red defense. So, hopefully they can capitalize on it here.
Yeah, 100%. That's so tough as an offensive lineman there because you don't know which way your quarterback's rolling out to. And so when he starts rolling out, just the defender's going to react, and then it's too late as an offensive lineman. You just got to let him go, but also you don't want your quarterback to take a big shot. So it's tricky when it comes to those holding calls.
There we go. Ballantyne dropping back, throws it over. A little wide receiver screen, and Rory Ralston is there. He snuffed that one out. He's having himself a heck of a game so far in this first quarter. A little wide receiver mid-screen over the middle. Only gets a couple of yards. And so 3rd and long, once again, for the Tigers. You would have to think they're going to Ballantyne right now. Or Lukowski. As
yeah.
They're on opposite ends of the field here. So
looks like they're sending number 5, Cole Harris, to double Ballantyne on the outside there.
As Perrin gets in there, it'll be another holding call. As that one will be floated up and a hit by Nick Bellicodia. A great hit. As it looked like the ball was going to be caught by Frankie Riccardi. But, blew it up. And there was a penalty as well.
I think it was a face mask on the offense. So Denison's going to decline that. And now big stop by the Denison defense here, forcing a punt.
Yes, exactly what they needed. And Ben Perrin just doing a great job coming off the edge, disrupting as well. And he caused both of those penalties on that drive. So he's been doing a great job here today. And so is this Denison D-line front. And so it forces DePauw to punt.
And another shout out to Rory Ralston coming up big on that drive. Multiple tackles. He's second on the team in tackles for a reason, as we saw on that drive.
So the Denison offense will come back onto the field. They've been doing a good job themselves on offense. A little stagnant on that first drive, but that second drive, they were getting good chunk plays, whipping it around to Nowick and Kersher. So these little rollouts that they've had and these little comeback routes have worked in their favor. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it once again.
No, 100%. Ty Green's definitely had some success throwing the ball on the run. He's not a guy that's going to run the ball. He actually has negative rushing yards this season, but he's definitely a pocket passer. But when he's on the run, he's definitely very accurate, especially in those intermediate routes.
Yes, and here we have Green. He's going to throw that out. Wide receiver screen out to Kersher. Kersher will get up the field, and he will get tackled by Zach Reese and Jackson Clopton. A little 4-yard gain on the wide receiver screen to the boundary. Said Kersher, can't talk about them enough for this Denison offense. Really, these receivers in general, they are the biggest group that have stepped up this year after graduating 3 of their top receivers last year. And these 3 receivers have really stepped up and really helped out in a huge way. So Green will flip that over the middle to Noack. Noack tried to turn on Tariq Jamoy Osigi, but nothing too much. A good couple of yards, so a little third and short, medium, whatever you want to call it. So interested to see. They haven't really gone back to the run after that first drive either.
You did say DePauw is averaging less than a yard against them per rush, so you can see why Denison hasn't really tried the run yet. Also, yeah, back to the receivers. Got to shout them out. Jack Williams, Logan Yater, who's actually my freshman year roommate. Pretty cool. He's having a great season, 407 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And Kersher comes up with that one, but not a very favorable spot either. But he's saying he caught it back where the ball is spotted right now. Looked like he was at the sticks, but where he was juggling and caught it, that's where they put it at. And we will be put at the end of the first quarter here at Deeds Field, Piper Stadium in Granville, Ohio, at beautiful Denison University as the fall colors start to change here. We will be back with you here after this short little timeout. I am Cale Dent here with Doran Houston, and you are watching on Denison Sports Network. Welcome back here to Deeds Field Piper Stadium after our short little break. And so 4th and 1 here for the Big Red. And they will punt as we have Carson Johnson back to return it. Like I said, Denison can't really afford these 3 and outs, but I mean, if it's at the end of the quarter, then it's all right. And so here we have Johnson looked like he got a little shaken up after the return. He called it a fair catch, and then one of the Denison players ran into him on that one, but nothing called. So DePauw will set up shop here at the 43-yard line. And so that last drive, the penalty bug really got them there as Ben Perrin did a great job working some moves on some pass rushes and being able to cause some penalties. And a great job by the Denison secondary, too, really locking in on that. And Nick Pellicodia getting a huge hit, a huge stop on that 3rd down.
No 100%, but now DePauw is set up with pretty good field position here.
Valentine will get it off to Whitehead. Whitehead has a little burst of speed, and he will get about a 6-7 yard gain on that run. So one of DePauw's better runs of the day. Like he said, they've been getting good chunk, 4 to 5 yards, but that one right there, one they've really been itching for as well to really get this run game going so it can set up what already is the pass offense that the Tigers have.
No, DePauw definitely has really balanced offense with Whitehead able to keep their rushing game, keep that balance with the rushing game. I mean, they average around 140 yards on the ground to go along with those 255 passing yards per game. So really solid balance out of this DePauw offense. As we can see, Whitehead really is able to get that edge and create that burst with his speed and really have this running game excel so far. But now it's going to be 3rd and short for DePauw.
Little 2-yard run from Whitehead on that one, and it sets up A 3rd and short for the Tigers. Johnson will hit, and Ballantyne will keep it himself. Slides right at the stick, and the ref tells him, move the chains. As Ballantyne faked the handoff and took it and scampered himself for 2 yards. So keep the drive going here on another 3rd down conversion. As we said, one of the best in the conference and one of the best in the entire country as well. So
Ballantyne, a guy that doesn't run that much, but makes the most of his runs. As we can see there, only needed 2 yards and was able to get those 2 yards, pick up the first down.
Ballantyne whips that one back over to Riccardi. He has been throwing all over the field today. He's been throwing from opposite hash to far boundary. He is just whipping it all over the field today, and his arm strength is really showing. I don't care if it's a 5-yard pass. It's looking like a 30-yard pass from where he's throwing it at.
They say those opposite hashed out routes are the hardest throws in football to make because you're literally throwing 40 yards across the field on a line so that a defender isn't able to cut one off and try to pick one off. So he's had some impressive throws today. As you see his brothers one-on-one, and too easy again.
And they will give it to him on the for a first down. You could see, I mean, if you looked at his eyes, he was looking at him the entire way. I mean, you know who it's going to, and so they pick up the first down there. It was actually good. I think it was good coverage from Marcus Cooper-Leary on there. It was just great ball placement and way to get the feed in from Ballantyne. So it sets up shop on another first down. Ballantyne takes the snap. Play action. Ballantyne pressured, has to scramble, throw it away. And so Denison bench thinking might be intentional grounding.
Yeah, but he was out of the pocket and he got past the line of scrimmage, so it should not be intentional grounding there. So, yeah, the refs are not throwing a flag. But good pressure there by the Denison defense to force him to throw it away there.
Yes, and once again, Ben Perrin on it. We're going to say his name a lot today. He is really working Nick Ruiz, the left tackle for DePauw, and he really created the pressure right there. Ballantyne takes the snap, hands it off. And Johnson wants the cutback. Makes a few Denison Big Red miss, but he'll only pick up a couple of yards here as Cooper-Leary and Colton Morrow on the stop.
Yeah, Colton Morrow leads the team in tackles this season. That's his 39th on the year. It's good to see him make the tackles, but also not the greatest sign when your safety has to be making all the tackles, because that means there's usually some good run games going so far from the opposing offenses. So
here we go, 3rd and 6 as Ballantyne will throw it on out to his brother, and what a play from Robbie Ballantyne right there, the little curl route, and it looked like it was misplaced too. He just readjusted and got his hands on it. So what more can you say? Just a great play.
Yeah, it's looking too easy. That connection, they've been working on it their whole life. So it's shown so far in this game. I believe he's already up to 6 or 7 catches in this game alone, probably up to 100 yards at this point in the first 20 minutes of the game. So
you see maybe a one-on-one opportunity right here, and they hand it off to the tight end. Here he goes to the 15, to the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds. As that was Palmer Samuels, the wide receiver, actually was down off the line in a 2-point stance, and he takes like the little jet sweep over to the outside. And Denison was not ready for it. That was a great play design to get him off guard. But now you see here inside the red zone around the 10-yard line, and you got one-on-one on that left side over here. So I think you know who it's going to.
You also got Lukowski one-on-one at the top. But, yep, there it is.
Yep, and as you can tell, I mean, you already know who it's going to. And so Robbie Ballantyne, the connection is there. Scott to Robbie for 6 as DePauw takes a 13-0 lead with 9 minutes, 51 seconds left in this second quarter. Again, a little too easy for that DePauw passing offense. Just slinging it all around the field. Even in those third and long situations, they're still doing a great job just getting those one-on-one opportunities and making plays. So
Yeah.
it has been
And it's really that run game that's setting up these one-on-ones, because if they weren't having such a good run game as well, then Denison wouldn't put as many people in the box, so they could put more people in their secondary to defend this pass game. But the run game, having those 4 or 5 yard chunks, is being able to set up this disgusting and terrifying pass game in DePauw. And I just pulled up the live stats, and Robbie Valentine, he's already up to 8 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown, and we still got 9:51 to go in the second quarter. So Denison's got to figure something out to try to stop this, because he might go for 300 yards this game if they keep this up.
And they might as well try it too. So it's been looking a little too easy so far. Denison's defense really has to hunker in, but also this offense as well has to chew some clock, get down the field, and get some opportunities as well, because they're just making it look too easy now. So 14-0, 9 minutes 51 seconds left here in this second quarter, as we will kick off here. Mikey Malone had a nice return the last time they were out here. Got to around about the 34-35 yard line. So see here as the Tigers will kick off. Will be sent down around the 7 yard line. Malone will take it, and will try to find a crease on the outside, and he'll be wrestled out of bounds, and a flag will be thrown, as it looked like it'll be a late hit out of bounds. We'll get the call here from the ref. Both sides getting chippy after that one, both yelling at one another. So here we go.
Yeah, maybe that can fire up Denison's bench a little bit, get some energy back going, because crowd's a little out of it right now, down 14-0. So they really need Ty Green and this offense to get something going. Even if it's the problem is Denison's not a team that's going to kick field goals. They have 1 field goal attempt all season, so it's touchdown or punt. So let's see how they bounce back here with this good field position. It's really going to come down to this passing game, like you said. But DePauw's run defense is the best in the nation, and so it's going to come down to these receivers and Ty Green able to make plays for Denison to get back in this game.
Yeah, and so like you said, the great field position as they start on the 43 yard line right now, as Green and company will get set up 2 by 1. And he will take the snap, and he will play action, and he is sacked, and it is picked up by Osigi, and Osigi will take it in for 6. Not something that you want to see right there from your offense. We do have a flag on the play, but
I might be like a blindside block on the return or something like that, but that looked like a pretty clean defensive play.
It was, the roughing the passer penalties have been changed over the years as well.
True.
Potentially, maybe a roughing the passer. It could honestly be a ton of possibilities right now.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's why we are not on the field to make these calls. But that was a play action play right there. I think it was Luke Nolan on the hit for the Tigers, and so pop the ball loose, and Osigi takes it for 6. But we'll get a call here on what it was.
I don't know if Nolan went unblocked or something like that, because he got there in a hurry.
Yes, he did. So it is unsportsmanlike conduct. And it says the foul occurred before the touchdown, so they'll go back to the spot. And Osigi does not get his touchdown, but Nolan gets his forced fumble. As you can see, he's fired up over there, and so are the Tigers. So a very unfortunate drive after that touchdown for the Big Red. I mean, you just needed to chew some time off the clock. This defense going right back onto the field. They're gassed, and this Tiger bench and this offense is very motivated after that.
I'm curious, what adjustments are they going to make to stop Robbie Ballantyne from really taking over this game? His career high, or his season high, is 244 receiving yards earlier in this season. Right now, he's easily on pace to destroy that. So what is Dennis going to do to, whether it's triple teaming him or something, I don't know. But he's a first-team All-American receiver for a reason, and we're seeing why so far this game.
Yeah. The problem with this DePauw offense is that Robbie is not the only one that's a factor. So if you take your players away and you throw them on him, it's just there's really nothing you can do. Lukowski is also a great receiver for them, and Whitehead could get moving in the open space as well. So you can't really unfortunately, you can't really hone in on one player on this offense. You just have to play ball, and you just have to go toe to toe with them. So we will see here what this Denison defense does. And so the ref's still having a conversation about this as they will move it back. And we'll see.
Yeah, I'm curious where this unsportsmanlike conduct occurred. Because I think that might be what they're arguing is why the ball is placed so far back here. But not too, yeah. Giving Denison defense more rest, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's not that wholeheartedly a bad thing. So, yeah, I mean, like we said, DePauw lost to John Carroll last week, so they're looking for that big bounce-back win, especially against the Denison team who has won 3 straight, and they are 3-1 in the conference. So they're some of the top dogs so far in the NCAA. And so we see here DePauw trying to bounce back after John Carroll, who just is new in the conference this year after transferring from the OAC to the NCAA. And so if you want to see how it shakes up from here, DePauw going to have to win out if they want to even have a conversation about going to the playoffs. That Monon Bell game against Wabash at the end of the year is going to be crucial for both teams into if they both can make the playoffs or not, if the NCAC can be a two-bid league. So we'll see here the DePauw offense coming back out. Quads to the boundary, near side. Ballantyne takes it, he'll flip it on over, and they is swarmed by a wave of Big Red. Colton Morrow and Cooper Leary and Rory Ralston all over Carson Johnson on that one. Not fooled with the screenplay. So it'll be 2nd and long. Like I said, Denison's done a great job on getting them in long play opportunities. 2nd and long, yet 3rd and 11. Only problem is they just can't stop them on the pass right now. As you can see, I think you were going to say Morrow is over top on Ballantyne right now. As we'll see here, as they'll throw it off, they'll give it off to Johnson, and he'll be stuffed once again. Gets a good 3 yards. See a helmet pop off as well.
Yeah, 100%. Even when DePauw gets in these obvious passing downs, like you know where Ballantyne's going with the football, but it's whether or not they can actually stop that, and they haven't been able to so far.
Right, so 3rd and long, I mean, I think you already know who it's going to. Everybody in the stadium knows who it's going to, really.
Looks like they got a safety over the top right now, but this is a play where they got Lukowski at the top one-on-one. I wouldn't be surprised if he just runs a quick slant route.
You see, it is one-on-one right now with Ballantyne and Cooper Leary.
It's like Denison's bringing pressure.
He's telling him to go upfield, and he does, and it's caught for a first down inside the 30-yard line around the 26. You can see Scott directing his brother, even when pressure is all up in his face, and he's able to snag that one down, get it inside the 30, and that's right at the 27-yard line. So
just throw it in his area, and he's going to come down with it, it seems like right now. It's not a 50-50 ball. It's a 80-20 ball when it comes to the Ballantyne on the receiving end of things. And you could tell Scott was fired up after that play, kind of talking to the Denison sideline a little bit.
Yeah. As Ballantyne will step back out, whip it on over to Lukowski. Lukowski looping around, and he gets it to the 19-yard line for about an 8-yard gain. So a nice little play. Like what Denison has been doing on those rollouts, they do it themselves, and Lukowski gets a nice 8-yard gain on that play. But
I think if Lukowski may have waited a little bit longer there, he had Evan Pitzer kind of down the seam. No one was covering him. But Lukowski, still a good chunk play on first down. Setting up 2nd and short.
So 2nd and 2. Johnson in the backfield once again. It will be play action. Ballantyne getting pressured. Drew Duffy on the play. He'll throw it over, and it is knocked away. It was by Cole Harris. There will be a penalty flag. And it'll be holding once again on Ruiz. He has had some trouble today at that left tackle position. Then there's just Ben Perrin getting some good pressure, but it is also Cole Compton as well on the outside doing a good job. This Denison D-line has done a good job of getting pressure as well on Ballantyne. Just the only problem is he's a gamer, unfortunately, and so is this wide receiver core as well. They've been doing a good job in the run game and the pass game of not giving him so much time to just throw the ball around.
Well, yeah, there's a reason he's doing a lot of quick passes because he hasn't had time to set up those long plays, but he's able, like you said, he's a gamer. He knows how to make plays when there's pressure. And
Johnson with the 4-yard carry on that play sets up another 3rd and 8. I feel like I feel like a broken record right now. But you just know what's going to happen.
Yep.
So
you can see him at the top right now, 1-on-1 with Hanson. Hanson, Denison's best corner, 3 picks on the year. But
yeah, had a stellar game against Wittenberg, and what they were down, like you said, 24-0, came back and won 43-40. It was a bright spot on that defense with those 2 picks. So you can see Morrow playing over top as well. And it's look like they're bringing pressure out of it. Now Ballantyne will throw it up into the air, and it is caught to who else? His brother, Robbie Ballantyne, for another score. His 2nd of the day. He is up to over 150 yards in the game, and we have not even touched the second half yet. The Tigers showing that offensive prowess today, and they go up 20-0 with 6 minutes, 7 seconds left to play in this second quarter.
Yeah, that was a beautiful route there. Hanson had help on the inside with the safety, but he let Ballantyne get outside of him and run a little stutter and go there, and Hanson bit on it, and it was wide open for Ballantyne. Easy pitch and catch there for the 30-yard touchdown.
Yes, and now Ballantyne, 10 catches, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Scott, his brother himself, 17 of 22, 195 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And I mean, that passing offense those numbers are insane. But I think what also helps them out in this sense is that they are also 7 for 9 on 3rd downs. Denison defense has done a great job in those 1st and 2nd down situations. Just on 3rd down, they just have not been able to stop them. So kudos to the DePauw 3rd down passing game for really keeping these drives going. But the Denison defense, there has been bright spots for them. It's just these receivers are very good. And so see what the Denison offense can do. As the last time, it was a forced fumble as Luke Nolan got to Tyler Green to force that one. And so we'll see how the Denison offense can favor now here, as they need a score at some point in these next 6 minutes, as Mikey Malone will take the ball and he will reverse field as Malone has a little bit of a crease onto the outside, tries to cut it up, and he will get to the 35-yard line as he was stopped by Owen Rossell on that play. But it was a good cutback there. Was able to shake a tackle and get some good yardage.
Yeah, nice move by the backup running back, freshman Mikey Malone there, giving Denison some good field position. But like you said, Denison definitely needs to get some points on the board before the half. Down 21-0. They get the ball coming out of half, but definitely want to give them some momentum at least. Some kind of spark here on offense going into the half.
Yes, as we have 2-by-2 here. Yater getting motion to the outside. Green will drop back. He's pressure. Will float that one up and out of bounds. The DePauw defense able to get some pressure on Green there. So it'll set up second and long.
Yeah, Green really hasn't had much time to throw, as we saw in that last play. Kind of just had to throw it out of bounds. That D-line with Siebel and Nolan, two senior defensive linemen, have really led the charge on that pass rush. Like I said earlier, Siebel 7.5 sacks so far this season, which is in just 6 games, which is incredible.
So Green will drop back. He is pressured heavily, and he will just drop down. Siebel and Nolan on there, I think they both credited with a half a sack, as I don't think they worked any moves on that. They just really collapsed the big red tackles, and Green nowhere to go. So this will set up 3rd and forever, 3rd and 20.
Yeah, just a bull rush from the two defenders, kind of just running right into those Denison offensive linemen and kind of collapsed on Green. There's nothing he could have done. But now it's 3rd and 20. Denison kind of needs a miracle here. Try to pick up this first down. See 3 receivers at the top. See a little combo route.
Let's see here, a timeout taken by the Big Red, and we will take a timeout ourselves with 5 minutes, 4 seconds left. The nationally ranked DePauw Tigers taking on the Denison Big Red, up 21-0, as the Ballantyne brothers are really connecting here, as we will be back with you here in a little bit on the Denison Sports Network. Welcome back here, as it is 3rd and long for the Denison Big Red after the big-time sack from Nolan and Seibel. As Green drops back to pass. Oh, evade pressure, get around. Green will just throw it on up, and over the middle is Jack Williams for the first down. Inside the 35-yard line to the 31. What a grab and what a throw as well. Green avoided all types of pressure to get that one off and sling it down the field for Williams, who was wide open.
Like I said before the timeout, Denison needed a miracle, and they got one there. Green able to get some time to make a play and finds Williams down the field for a huge first down, and now Denison's got some momentum, looking to score before the half.
And they're rolling, and so dumps that one off to Logan Yater, who gets some good yards after catch on that play to set up 2nd and 1. And so Denison starting to move a little bit as well. After that big play, they are starting to move, as Green will be pressured once again, and he'll throw that one away, and it is almost picked off as Nahimia.
They might be talking about a possible intentional grounding here, because I don't know if he got out of the pocket and there was no one in the area.
And they are talking about it, and it looks like they might throw it as well. Green not happy with it as well.
Yep.
As they will call it, and it will be intentional grounding. Just a huge blow for this Big Red offense, as it was 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Looking, and now it's
3rd and 15.
So it was.
Yep.
So a huge blow for them, but on the pressure was Nehemiah Dow for the Tigers. Tigers have been, Green's been having to run for his life right now, just trying to find an open man, trying to get something open. But it'll be 3rd and 6 here.
You can see, though, when Green has time, he's and receivers are able to kind of find open space. He's able to make plays. He's able to hit them. But this DePauw pass rush has just been taken over these last few drives, and Green's had no time to react to it.
So 3rd and 6 instead of 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1 here.
Yeah.
As get the play call.
This is territory, though. It's 4-down territory here for Denison, so.
Definitely is, and they only have 4 on the play clock right now. They have to get it off, and they do. Green dropping back to pass, whips it over the middle to Nowick, and Nowick loses it. Big-time hit from Owen Rossell. Nowick just was bobbling it up in the air and couldn't hang on to it. So 4th and 6 now for the Big Red as we get started here. 3 minutes, 56 seconds left in the second quarter.
Let's see what kind of play they draw. They've had some success with Kersher getting some opportunities one-on-one. Also, I was going to say they've had success with Nowick as well. He's had, I think, 3 or 4 catches so far this game.
Got 5 wide, only rushing 2. As it throws it over the middle, it's too high for Kersher. As he had him as well, just too high, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and DePauw will take over with under 4 minutes to go. And, yeah, I mean, we know how dangerous they are. They could score in an instant, so it'll be interesting to see here if DePauw themselves will dictate how they move the ball and how they run the clock here in these last in this potential last drive for them.
I mean, I think they might just go for the dagger almost they still got plenty of time to drive the field here. 21-0 lead on the road. This would just be an absolute killer going to halftime if they're able to put another touchdown on the board.
And coming in for the stop is Cole Harris, who snuffed that one out from the very beginning as well. Looking like a torpedo coming in to make that tackle. And it sets up 2nd and 11 for the Tigers.
And like we've been saying all day, Denison really strong on these first few downs, putting DePauw behind the chains, behind the 6, and obvious passing downs. It's just how are they going to defend these obvious passing downs? That's the question, and that's what they're still needing to make an adjustment to.
So here we go. Whitehead with the carry, and he gets a nice run there, a wide open hole, and it sets up a 3rd and medium, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that was a nice block there between Ruiz and Bennett Smith, opening up that gap on the left side.
So here we go, 3rd and 3 here. DePauw in no hurry on this drive either. They are really chewing some clock down. Ballantyne takes it, play action, throws it on over to Lukowski. Comes up with it on the slant, corrals it, and they'll get a first down and moving the chains on the 41 here.
Yeah, so far I'm saying I think Lukowski does a lot of the dirty work. Like a lot of those tough catches where they need 5-6 yards, and then Ballantyne obviously is that big-time player, can just throw it to his area and he's going to make a play, but you can see Lukowski, they trust him in these third and short situations as he's always is able to find a way to get open, give Ballantyne an option to throw to.
So 5 wide here, Ballantyne all by himself, and he's going to launch it up the field. Lukowski, and it will be pass interference as Leighton Reeser, the linebacker, was on Lukowski on that play. Never turned around for the ball and hit him before it even got to him. So easy pass interference call for the referees on that one, and gets him an extra 15 yards.
See, it was a bit of an underthrow because Denison had some good pressure there. But that underthrow was honestly what caused the pass interference. You see Lukowski kind of working his way back to the ball a little bit there, basically kind of shoving himself into the Denison defender, drawing that pass interference.
As we reach the 2-minute timeout here, 21-0 DePauw driving after the pass interference call. We will be back with you here in a little bit on the Denison Sports Network. welcome back here to Deeds Field Piper Stadium after our little 2-minute timeout as DePauw is driving here up 21-0 over the host Denison Big Red. Ballantyne will take the snap and hand it off once again, and Ralston with a huge hit on the wide receiver Samuels as he came in like a missile on that one for the second and long here.
Yeah, we can see he's fired up right now as well. He's just a sophomore, but he's really been kind of a leader on defense for Denison this season and in this game so far as well. He's got 3-4 tackles, a tackle for a loss there. A big-time play here.
As Ballantyne will take the snap, hand it off to Johnson. Johnson with a spin move, tries to get to the outside, and he'll be taken down by Pelicodia and Cooper Leary. Nice spin move from Johnson to make it 3rd and 2. So no timeouts so far either from the Tigers, as I have a minute here to potentially get a field goal or a touchdown.
They're also working their way into that field goal range. Buddy Gomez hit a 51-yarder last week against John Carroll, his career long. So they're almost in that range if they wanted to. But Ralston making another play there. He's all over the place. 4th down now. It's going to be a tough decision for Brett Dietz to make here.
It will be, and we'll see if they take this down. They call a timeout here. So this is a little gray area, obviously, for you. I mean,
it's gonna be a 52-yarder.
You can't punt either. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it's 4th and 1. Feel like here you either do a short pass or a run of some type, get the first down, and then call a timeout, and then try and set up a field goal situation if you can. So, like I said, a little gray area right now.
No, I 100% agree. Obviously, if you go for 4th and don't get it, Denison will have decent field position, but your defense has been rock solid all day today. I think you have full faith in your defense making a stop with 30 seconds to go if they don't get this 4th down. So maybe set up a quick combo route with Lukowski and Ballantyne and try to pick up this 1st down and then, like you said, set up a field goal to end the half.
Yeah, so, I mean, tons of possibilities right here. You're not going wrong, and I mean, it also really helps when DePauw is up by 3 scores as well. You have a ton of availability right now on this drive heading into the half.
Like, obviously, if this was Denison, like with the ball right now, they'd obviously be going for it down 3 scores. But in this situation, they can kind of do whatever they want with that 3-score lead. But it looks like they're going to go for it with Johnson in the backfield.
Here we go. Ralston calling out. Looks like Ballantyne. 2 tight end set. Will not hand it off. Fakes it. Ballantyne launching it deep to Ballantyne, his brother, and he's got it for the 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Great setup by the Tigers on that play. They faked the jet sweep that they ran twice earlier in the game to set up that one-on-one possibility with Ballantyne, and of course they execute it once again. And so, like we said, they had a lot of possibilities on that. Now you have one possibility on this drive. It's to get a touchdown.
No, 100%. Mason Espinoza, the offense coordinator, with a great play design there, getting Ballantyne a one-on-one opportunity after that fake jet sweep, and now they're at 1st and goal with a few plays at a possible touchdown.
Ballantyne dropping back, throws that one over to who else? His brother, Robbie, for the score. His 3rd of the day. He is over, I think, 180 yards and 3 touchdowns once we get the stats in here. He does have 3 scores on the day, and I mean, it's the concept that has worked all day as well. It's just a little slant over the middle. You can see he motioned in on that one to try and cause a little bit of confusion, and he just gets wide open. So, 27-0 right now as the field goal is up. Extra point is good. So with 24 seconds left, DePauw leading 28-0, and Robbie Ballantyne having one of the best performances, I think, across all divisions in football. Honestly, 12 receptions for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns. He has been a force to be reckoned with today, and unfortunately, for the Denison offense. They just have not been able to get anything going either to help out this defense as well. Some 3-and-outs and not being able to really get some momentum on the field on the offensive end. So it's been all Tigers today.
No, yeah, it's been incredible to watch, like you said. Just this connection can't be stopped. And also DePaul's not one of those teams that's just going to come second half, just run the wall the rest of the game and play defense. No, they're going to keep trying to score. I mean, they beat Oberlin 2 weeks ago, 75-0. So they're not one of those teams who kind of just start being all nice. Like, this is a big conference game. These two teams don't usually like each other, so they're going to try to make a statement coming in here to Dietz, and they're being able to do it so far.
Yes, as they will get set to kick it off here. And it will be a little sort of a pooch kick, and nobody's on it, and they will let it roll out of bounds, barely too. Nobody was able to get to it. It might have been trouble for the Big Red, but it goes out of bounds and will be a flag here. And so with 24 seconds left, not much to do. Be interested to see how the Big Red does it here. They do get the ball at the start of the half, so don't want to risk anything right here. And so take a knee, go to the half, and regroup in the locker room. What are some of your second half adjustments that you would potentially make for this Big Red team in general?
I mean, I think on the offensive side of things, they've had success when Ty Green's been on the run, he's been able to make plays when he's given a little bit of time. And then on the defensive side of things, I mean, it's an obvious one, figuring out some kind of game plan to stop this Ballantyne to Ballantyne connection, because so far it's been their whole offense really, and it hasn't been able to be stopped. So those are probably the main two things going into the second half, and just building some momentum, like even for not this game, maybe the next game, like their next conference game, just trying to get some spark in this offense and on defense as well.
As Logan Yater picks up 3 yards on the catch, and so Denison will take a timeout here as well with 18 seconds left in the second quarter.
But also we saw, I mean, Denison was down 24-0 last week, so they know what it's like to come back from behind. I mean, they have this air raid offense now, so it's meant to be in those passing downs, kind of volatile, like just straight passing the rest of the game. Like their offense is built to do that kind of thing. But it's how they defend this DePauw pass rush, because they've been able to get home, especially those two senior defensive linemen between Nolan and Seaball. They've really started taking over these last few drives. So it's those little adjustments giving Green some more time to be able to make plays. As we saw, he found Williams down the field when he was given that time.
As we see here, 5 wide for the Big Red. Only rushing 2, as he'll drop it off to Yater once again, and he'll get a first down. And they will spike it here in 13 seconds. And they will. 12 seconds left here. And you see Denison trying to make something happen, actually. And, getting to the 45-yard line helps in their favor. Looking to see, obviously some quick out routes so they can stop the clock here and maybe just heave one up into the end zone at some point.
Yeah. The one problem is Denison also doesn't really have a kicker. Like, they've only attempted one kick this season, and I believe it was from like 28 yards, and I don't know if that went in. So I'm curious what kind of field goal range they're looking to try to get into with 12 seconds to go, or if it's just going to be one of those Hail Mary attempts.
As throw that one over to Williams. Williams in and out of his hands. As Green did a good job splitting the defenders as well. But Williams not able to come up with it. And so it'll be 3rd and 10 with about 8 seconds left in this second quarter.
No, that was an impressive throw by Green, but to splitting the linebackers and safeties down the seam there. But with 8 seconds, this might just be Hail Mary time for Denison. Maybe try to get a quick out route to set them, make it not as far as a throw for that Hail Mary.
So Green will drop back to pass. 3-man rush. Green over the middle to Yater. Yater's got it. So 3 seconds left. They're going to have to spike it, or they call a timeout. So I believe Denison's last timeout of the half. And so we will see here. 3 seconds left. Not much you can do in that amount of time, unfortunately. So I believe they will just try to get this one down into the back of the end zone, see if they can make a play potentially, and they do gets a lot of momentum here as well heading into halftime, especially with getting the ball as well. So see here what they conjure up. This DePauw defense, as we said, has just been phenomenal. Say Denison has rushed the ball 5 times for negative 17 yards. So like we said, getting that half a yard a gain, it is standing true right now for the Tigers. As the Denison passing offense has been doing well too. 134 yards on the day for Green. So they've been doing a good job in the pitch and catch category, but just not being able to finish these drives. As you can see, 3 Tigers on the goal line right now, and they will rush 3. Green will just roll out to his right, and he'll just throw it on up into the air, and it is caught! It's caught! Cade Nowick brings it down on the Hail Mary attempt from Tyler Green, and the Big Red score to end the first half. What a grab to bring that down, Cade Nowick. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, Denison got a miracle right there from Cade Noah, going up over 2 defenders, giving Denison some huge, much-needed momentum going into the second half here. What a play by Nowick.
Extra point is good from Mendham, and Denison going into halftime with a lot of much-needed momentum as they get the ball back as well to start this second half. Great job, great fight as well. I really thought they were going to knee it and just let it run out. No, they were aggressive, and they did a great job at being the aggressors as well with 24 seconds left, getting that touchdown to be 28-7. So, like you said, they have come back before, and it's looking like a possibility now. So, Denison with the big first half Hail Mary to go down 28-7 over DePauw. As we will tune back with you here for the start of the second half on the Denison Sports Network. I am Cale Dent here with my color commentator, Doran Houston. We'll be back here in a little bit. Welcome back here for the start of the second half as DePauw looked like they were going to run away with it here with a 28-0 lead. But then Tyler Green found Cade Nugwick on the Hail Mary heave to end the first half to cut the deficit to 3 possessions. And now DePauw kicking off to start this second half. And now Denison was able to get some momentum there at the end of that first half. So they have an opportunity now to knock on the doorstep here of the Tigers.
No, 100%. Looking for Ty Green in this offense to, like you said, keep that momentum going, hopefully into the second half and start off with a good drive and hopefully maybe cut this lead in half.
And we are underway as Mikey Malone has had 2 good returns so far. So he'll cut back a little bit. He'll cut once again. And it looked like if he had a little bit of a lane to the outside, but cut it back once more to the 30. So a nice little return, get you 5 extra yards here as Denison will set up on the 29-yard line. So their passing attack on their last drive on their touchdown was very good. Even when DePauw was only rushing 2 onto the field on pass rushes. So see here if that offense will flourish once again as we do have 5 wide. Green by himself in the backfield. He'll look. Great protection from the offensive line. And now Kersher able to get it on the back shoulder throw as that'll be first down cross the 50.
Yeah, Kersher showing why he's Denison's leading receiver right there. Coming back to the ball nicely and giving Denison a great start to this opening drive in the second half.
Seems like this is what Denison's going to be doing the entire second half is just throwing the ball as Green will be back by himself once again. Throws that one out to Kersher once again. And a nice 8-yard gain, and they will go. Just great protection from the offensive line on that first play. Able to have Green make a play there, and Kersher a great catch as well. They are going to keep it moving here as well. No stopping.
I like these quick passes, taking DePauw's pass rush out of the game here. Just getting rid of the ball quickly. He's got time again.
As Green will take it across the field, and there will be a flag thrown on Jackson Clopton as Green was already down and already slid, and Clopton just came over and just kind of fell on him. But there is another flag in the backfield as well. So we will see here maybe offset,
hold.
Hold.
Yeah, it could offset like you said. But that's something we never usually see is Ty Green running the ball. But he saw an opening there to go get 5-7 yards, and he was able to get it on that run.
Yeah, and great protection once again. And there will be holding on the center.
It's like they picked. Oh, yep, there's the offsetting.
Offset. So it'll be 3rd and 1 here. No, excuse me. It'll move it up. It is not offsetting penalties, and so they get a good 15 yards on that play.
They called targeting on that, or no? I don't.
No,
believe so.
Clopton's still in the game. Excuse me, it was Russell, the linebacker.
Looks like it's going to be
Roselle.
1st and 10 though for Denison, and back to their air raid offense with 5 wide.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike on Roselle. So 5 wide once again. I mean, Green dropping back to pass, pressure in his face, but it gets off to Kersher. Kersher breaks a tackle, and he will get dropped down. And it looks like they're going to move the chains there. Green had pressure in his face as well. Did a great job staying cool in the pocket and dumping that one off to Kersher for a first down. They are really starting to move it here in this hurry-up offense.
And I like they're going quickly. Their pass rush definitely getting tired here, giving Green some more time to work.
Green again right over in the middle to Williams, but there will be a flag called. It's in the vicinity of the right tackle, Goss and Seibel.
Yeah, this one might be coming back here.
Oh no, it is on Seibel, hands to the face.
There we go. Just like that, it's going to be 1st and goal for Denison.
Wow, and a great pass and catch from Green to Williams, too. Just stood in that pocket and found the opening.
And I like what Denison's doing here. They know their strength of their offense is that pass game, and they're not afraid to show it. They're not even putting a running back in. They're going 5 wide, empty with Green in the back, and they're just letting him make some quick decisions. And it's paying off so far early in this drive, but now 1st and goal, we get see an extra offensive lineman in the game.
Heavy set here as Theo Koulianos into the game at right guard. Was in earlier in the game, and then they switched out. Well, Campman now in. Now he moves out to a heavy tight end, and Koulianos back in at guard. So not very many rushing attempts today for the Big Red, but obviously think right here potentially a rollout situation as Kershaw will motion. Still have a little bit of confusion with the refs, but here we are now. Kershaw motioning over right to left. A little slot position. They will hand it off to Reed. Reed having a little bit of a hole, but the Tigers able to collapse on that quickly. It looked like he could have got the edge on that too. Could have really stretched that out to the pylon. But the DePauw run defense staying true.
Staying true indeed. I think Denison's going to get in the end zone here. It's got to be through the air. They've been through the air this whole drive up until now. I think you stick to it. Whether him and Green and Kershaw have had a lot of success on this drive, connecting multiple times. Got Kershaw at the bottom here, one-on-one.
So we have Koulianos came out. Green dropping back to pass. Throws it on over to Nowick, and it gets in and out of his hands. A little bit behind him as well, as it would have been Nowick's second TD of the game after that Hail Mary, but just a little too behind him on that one, unfortunately.
I think, though, behind him is where he wanted to put it because the defender was honestly in front of him, so I think to protect his receiver and to find a good ball placement from him, the only option was to throw a little behind him, but obviously Nowick, it's hard to react to those kind of passes. But now 3rd and goal from the 2.
Yes, you cannot get 3 here. You need everything you can as Green whips that one over and gets it. It's a touchdown. Jack Williams with the score. Finds the corner of the end zone, the short corner. And the Big Red winning the middle 8 right now, 14-0. So they are jacked up right now, and this offense is starting to come alive after Jack Williams with the reception and the touchdown for the Big Red.
Oh, Jack Williams coming up clutch there with a nice route, getting himself to the pylon, and Green and Williams with nice timing. And just like that, 28-0 is now 28-14. Denison back in the game here.
This is what you want. This is what you want right now from your team. You don't back down. I mean, this is awesome from the Denison offense right now in the team, and this affects everybody as well. It'll affect the offense. It affects the defense as well. It is contagious, and so they know they have been in these situations before where they know they can come back into these games, and now it's only a 2-possession game. We'll see here how the defense will react to this high-powered DePauw offense as we get set to kick off here. As now up to 212 passing yards and 2 touchdowns for Tyler Green. And his wide receivers doing work as well. 4 receivers with over 35-plus yards. And Nowick leading them as well with 5 receptions, 72 yards, and a touchdown. And then Jack Williams with 3 receptions, 46 yards in that previous score. As we get kicked off here, and it'll be at the 10. Returned, and he will get stuffed down. Alex Huber on the return. And a big-time tackle from Oliver Koves to take him down, and will be placed at the 26-yard line. So, as we said in the first half, this defense really needs to hunker down and get potentially, not even a 3-and-out, just stall this offense.
A stop in general,
Yes.
100%.
it's crucial right now because you do not want to lose that momentum you just had because this Big Red bench is fired up right now.
Play clock down to 2.
Valentine will drop back to throw over to his brother Robbie, and even when it looks like it's going to be a bad ball, he just makes plays. That one way behind him, and he just stretches to get it, and it'll be a first down. I mean, those plays have just really kept that, not even kept them in the game. It's really propelled them in this game.
And I believe just like that, he's over the 200 mark. Receiving on the game is Valentine. I mean, let's see what adjustments Denison talked about in the half for stopping him, because right now they have no answer. I believe that's going to be a hold on the offense.
I think so. I think it will be on Valentine. We're threw it in his direction. Whitehead on the carry gets a couple, but
68 Ruiz again.
As it was Ruiz once again. I believe that his third holding call of the game. They have really been giving him fits. So just been a tough day for him, and so it'll be 1st and 20.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, Ben Perrin's really been working him off that right edge, and is able to draw another holding penalty on Ruiz, and that sets him way behind the chains now. 1st and 20.
So hand it off to Whitehead. Whitehead trying to put some shifty moves on, but really nothing there. Kasper Rublowski on the stop, as well as Chase Daniel. And this, you got to give kudos to this Denison rush defense as well. They have done a phenomenal job in the run game. As you say, it's not really, I mean, the passing offense for the Tigers has really taken lead, but you know, it doesn't seem like the Tigers have 80 rushing yards on the day. They feels like they have really stopped them in their tracks, as they'll hand it off to Whitehead once again. And once again on the play is Drew Duffy, and of course Rory Ralston, who really feeling himself today, and especially in this game, as he has 5 tackles on the day and a tackle for loss, so been all over the field. Now it sets up once again. This is where the adjustments have to come in.
We know what's happening. It's 3rd and 14. They've gone to Ballantyne on almost every single third down play there has been. He's currently one-on-one here at the bottom. Let's see if they have some safety help with number 5, Cole Harris, over the top.
Valentine has it now. He'll be pressured, and he'll roll it out, and he'll get stuffed from behind from Ben Perrin and company, and also Kasper Rublowski came up as well. And it's 4th and 9. Great 3-man pressure from the Big Red there, causing havoc and causing Valentine to escape the pocket and scramble. But what made that happen was also the Denison secondary as well, having great coverage down the field and not giving anything for Valentine to look over.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to bring a safety over, and they in fact did. They brought Cole Harris over the top on Valentine, basically double teaming him there, taking him out of the play, and gave his brother Scott Valentine no other options, forcing him out of the pocket and forcing him to scramble. And then the Denison defense all rallied to the ball really nicely there, forcing the punt. And now here we go again. See if Denison offense can keep this momentum going.
So a big time, not a 3 and out, but a big time stop for the Big Red. And so, like I said, this momentum really carrying them right now. And I mean, what they're going to do on the last drive, they're going to do right now with 5 wide. Just keep this pass game going and let Green do his thing, really.
Yeah, we saw a lot of quick passes last drive, taking the pass rush out of it. Let's see if they go back to it here.
Green escapes the pocket. We'll flip that one over. I think that's A.J. Winders. Freshman, listed as a defensive back, but playing some offense today, and he gets his first catch of the game.
Yeah, drew some nice separation on that route and gave Green an easy pitch and catch for a good first down chunk.
DePauw look like they're showing blitz. They do. Untouched, but throws it open over to Winders once again. Excuse me, not Winders. Jack Williams for the first down. Green, great job sensing that blitz. It was Nehemiah Dow coming unblocked, and he just got it off right in time. Like you said, the quick passes have been really working well for this Denison offense, and so they're just going to keep going 5 wide here.
100%, because we know the strength of the DePauw defense is that defensive line, and doing these quick passes takes them out of the game.
Now here, Green will drop back. Everybody rushed him. They'll throw that one over to Nowick. Nowick will get a first down on an 11-yard gain as they brought so much pressure, but Green able to evade it once again and finds Nowick over the middle. And now Nowick on the ground, a little banged up there, but we'll come out and take
he's holding his hamstring.
They'll take a look at him while we take a break. Denison driving here with 7 minutes, 37 seconds left in this third quarter, 28-14. DePauw leads. You are listening on Denison Sports Network. Back here after the injury timeout as a new set of chains, 1st and 10 here, as this is the first time we've seen Blayton Reed in the backfield in a long time, but as Green will flip it over the middle, over to Kersher. Kersher's got it, breaks the tackle, and he will be wrestled down at the 30-yard line. Here come the Big Red, but there is a flag back by the 26-yard line, and it'll be holding. So they will take this one back. Oh man, a huge blow there for the Big Red offense.
Yeah, that was a big play there. That Green to Kersher connection is really showing off these last few drives, and we saw it there again, just unfortunate holding penalty, and that's really a momentum killer for this offense now, sending them back way behind the chains now for 1st and 20.
You know, Green is just finding everybody all over the field today. He has done a great job with his eyes and looking downfield as well, and just the receivers making plays themselves. So sets up 1st and 20 here as Green drops back to pass. He'll roll out, and he'll whip it on over to Yater. Yater with the nice 7-yard grab, as it looked like that might have been intercepted, but Yater looked like he took that one away and makes it kind of a manageable 2nd and 13.
100%, yeah. Much needed chunk play on that 1st and 20, and now 2nd and 13 looking for another chunk play to set up 3rd and manageable. They're going to go back to that 5 wide. Green empty in the backfield. Look for maybe another quick 5-7 yard route that will set them up with 3rd and manageable here.
Green dropping back to pass. Only rushing 2 here as Yater gets it over the middle, and he will go up field for another nice 7-yard gain from him, but they do not call a whistle yet, and a lot of bodies on the field right now as Williams got caught in the tussle with Osigi over there, and I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
I think a late hit. Yeah, we can see they were kind of, all the offensive linemen came in to kind of push Yater, but they ended up just not. Yater was not part of that push at the end there.
Oh, Shigi.
Yeah, and that hurts now as well. Just some careless mistakes here, kind of some mental mistakes from Denison.
Yeah, just when you thought they were like moving the ball, gaining it up the field. I mean, the penalties are drive killers, and right here is so detrimental right now. So not a lot can be done on 2nd and 17 here. So going to try and get this one back to the sticks.
And yeah, I think it's going to be 3rd down now as well because of the penalty. Yeah, that absolute drive killer there. Just careless mental mistakes from Denison. They had exactly what they wanted. Yater was able to get a good 10-yard reception from that and set him up for 3rd and manageable, but just careless after the play mistakes. And now let's see what they can do with this long 3rd down.
Green dropping back the pass. Whips it over to Yater. Once again, Yater able to get the 1st down, as it has been all Logan Yater this entire drive. 3rd and 20. They've done it twice now in this game. Just a nice little, let's say, long curl route over the middle, and the yards after catch from Yater, just incredible.
No, 100%. That's what Yater does best. He actually was recruited here to play basketball, I believe, originally, so he's always had that quickness, and he showed it off there with the yards after the catch.
So here we go once again, and that looked like it hit the ground, and it did. As you can see right here, it's very interesting. I mean, this is a true testament about Green is able to direct this offense and able to find the open man, because DePauw right now is only rushing 2 with a QB spy, and he's still being able to pick apart this defense right now. His vision and his accuracy has been incredible, not only this game, but the entire season.
No, 100%. It's basically 5 receivers trying to find open space against 9 defenders, and Green is able to find them. He's even more impressive. He's just a sophomore, so he's still developing, and it's great to see him leading this offense so young, so early in his career.
We'll dump that one off to Blatant Reed. We haven't heard much of him today, but he will get a good 4 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I really like the physicality Denison's O-line is playing with right now. Really, they kind of got a little embarrassed in that first half with the senior defensive lineman Luke Nolan and Seaball kind of taking over, but now they're taking it upon themselves to make a stand and really give Green time to be able to make plays.
Yeah, they've really hunkered down right now, and so Green trying to do a hard count. Will drop back. DePauw rushes 3. Good blocking. Green will throw that one over to Kersher, just a little too high. And so 4th down here. I would call on the punt unit here.
It looks like Green's coming back on the field.
Yeah, Green's out there. It's just an interesting play in general, because if you don't get it, you do not want to give them great field position.
And now they're changing their minds. I think that's the right call, especially if you don't get this. You're setting up DePauw with great field position to go up 3 scores then. So, yeah, try to pin them deep, and hopefully your defense can do what they did last drive and make a stand.
Narang already dropped one inside the 20 last time, and this time, once again, dropping this one inside the 10-yard line. So 2 really inside the 10 today. He's done a great job flipping the field. And so DePauw will set up shop on the 8-yard line. Like we said, the last time they were out, Denison did a good job holding them down and had great coverage in the secondary. So they got to do this. They got to do this once again to try and get this offense back on track.
No, 100%. And we saw the adjustments they made. Obviously, we saw them having a lot of success on 1st and 2nd downs on defense in the first half, but they couldn't stop DePauw on 3rd down in the obvious passing situations. But then this time, they made an adjustment, had the safety over the top on Ballantyne, double teaming him and taking away that option for the quarterback.
So now we'll play action, and who else to Robbie Ballantyne, and another tough catch as well. Some of these balls Scott Ballantyne has been throwing have been a little offline, but he's been making them look good, as he has been. His hands got sticky glue right now. I mean, he has been unbelievable today.
Anything in his vicinity, it's coming down, and yeah, it's really impressive to watch. I mean, I believe he's up to 13 catches or something like that now. So he's just putting on a clinic.
So Whitehead will take the ball, and he is stuffed, sort of, once again. It'll be
Third and short, I believe.
Third and short. Had him wrapped up around the line of scrimmage, but Whitehead able to muster a couple yards. So they might bring the chain crew out. No, they do not. They will give him the first down. And they will get a new set of downs here. Now we have Ballantyne in the slot. I mean, this RPO has just been working wonders right now.
That's dangerous with him. He's 1-on-1 against a safety right now, Cole Harris.
So they will hand it off to Whitehead once again. And once again, he is just wrestled down by Cole Compton, but also on that play as well was really the entire D-line of Denison, and the linebackers coming up and filling as well. As I said, I mean, it doesn't seem like DePauw has those 80 rushing yards so far because their pass game has been so dominant, but this Denison D-line is really working this DePauw O-line, who brings back 3 All-NCAA selections from last year.
No, 100%. That's the strength of Denison's defense, and they're showing why right now. But now these passing situations, they need the rush to get there, and they do right there.
Yep, and again, Kasper Rublowski and Cole Compton on the rush to the outside, able to cause confusion and havoc inside the pocket. And they're just doing a great job right now of getting to the quarterback in any possible way. Just making this DePauw O-line work.
Yeah, Denison's not a team with many sacks this season as a defense, but they have it seems like they have a lot of pressures, and that causes turnovers. So let's see what they do here on third and long. It's third down. They usually go to Ballantyne, but he's getting double-teamed right now. Got him on a shallow crosser.
Okay, we'll come off the edge and whip it on over to his brother Robbie, and he will be stopped short about 3 yards. It'll be 4th and 3 here, as Ballantyne was pressured from the opposite side, and he was able to dump it off, but it's not enough, as it'll be about 4th and 1 here with about 1:45 left in this third quarter.
Defense holding strong there. Big, much-needed stop, giving their offense now another opportunity to cut this lead in half again.
So DePauw set the punt here, which they haven't done much all game, and what a booming kick from the punter, Buddy Gomez. What an absolute bomb from him.
Yeah, he's been warming up all game, and then he got to finally show off his leg there, firing a bomb.
Wow.
It must have been a 55-yard punt there.
Yeah, and it didn't even roll that much either. It was just a really standstill punt. So wow, and that really flipped the field for him there. So Denison, I mean, it's not like they're going to change much of what they're already doing. They're just going to they have to keep throwing the ball in general. I mean, they have to get back this to a one-possession game immediately. They cannot waste any time here.
So you'd read in the backfield, but yep, going right to the pass game.
Green will get that one over the middle to Logan Yater once again. The DePauw defensive line got there, but Green able to just work his way through and find there was really 2 open receivers in that area as well. But he hits Yater for the big first down gain, and they will go hurry up here as he rolls out, hits Kersher, and Kersher will break a tackle, and he'll be stopped around the 45-yard line, so another first down.
Yeah, back to that Yater catch. That was a great adjustment in the air. It was a little behind him, but nice job adjusting that ball, and I like them going quickly now on offense. You can tell it doesn't allow DePauw time to make substitutions, making this pass rush more tired, giving Green more time to make these plays for the receivers.
We'll have here Green once again. Reed just in the backfield to block here as Green will try to evade pressure. He does. Green looking for somebody. Green! Jack Williams up and it's incomplete. Losing my voice there as Williams had it in his hands around the 5-yard line, but broken up from Oishigi. And also Nehemiah Dow as what?
That was
an arm.
That was
play.
Impressive. First of all, evading the offender with that little spin move around him, and then absolutely just launching a bomb across the field to Williams, who went up strong, but the collision from the two defenders was too much for him to be able to hold on to it there.
So they rush 4 here, and they'll drop it off to Kirscher once again, and Kirscher
He's having a game.
Getting the big 15-yard gain for a first down, so they don't get the big play to get inside the 10-yard line, but they do get the first down on the very next play. All 4 of these receivers just going back and forth with each other right now. As Green will roll out, and he'll throw it over to Kirscher, and did he get the toe drag? He did not. As they'll mark him out of bounds on the catch. It looked like he might have got a toe, but
that was close. We need some instant replay on that one, but that's the end of the third.
And what a game we are having right now, where it looked like Denison was losing some life. Now down 2 possessions, 28-14, and they are driving right now as well. We will be back with you here for the 4th quarter on Denison Sports Network. I am Cale Dent with Doran Justine. We'll be back with you here in a little bit. Here we are back for the start of the 4th quarter here with Denison driving in this one, as we have 5 wide. Green having himself a day, both quarterbacks battling. And now Green will take off here, and he will be wrestled down by number 52, Chris Green. And so that's the first time we've really seen Green get stopped, as the Denison O-line trying to hold up this aggressive pass rush from the Tigers. But that's the first time he's really been tackled, as he's been able to create plays. Both of these quarterbacks gamers, and Green has been the ultimate one in this second half, as they'll have 5 wide once again.
And now here we go, 3rd and 10, though. Probably 4-down territory here for Denison.
So Green fired over the middle to Jack Williams once again, and he gets the grab, just slicing and dicing this defense right now, threading the needle with that pass as well, and it sets up another first down.
No, great throw there by Green. He's just picking the secondary apart right now. Finds Williams over the middle, splitting the 2 linebackers for a big 3rd down conversion. And now Denison into the red zone.
It just seems like DePauw doesn't really have an answer right now. They can rush 2 or rush 4.
This DePauw team's they're only allowing less than 10 points per game this season, and Denison's already matched that easily.
And they'll fire that one off very quickly. You could see Green audibling the offense right there. I think he saw a mismatch with Nehemiah Dow and Logan Yater. Yater obviously quicker and faster than the linebacker Dow, and he gets a good 7-yard gain on that play. So a great job by Green snuffing that one out and making a play.
No, 100% with these 4 wide receivers, a few of them being lined up, especially in the slot with Yater being lined up against a linebacker or safety. There's going to be a mismatch there, and Green saw that and took advantage of it.
They rush 4, wide open is Kirscher on the right side of the field, makes a move, stiff arm, wrestles his way to the 2-yard line, and it sets up another 1st and goal opportunity for the Big Red.
And I think you stick to this pass game, whether it's like a pick play on the outside with 2 receivers. The Denison really hasn't been able to run the ball all day. So stick to what you're doing well, and that's been able to pass the ball with Tyler Green.
Kirscher just so shifty on the outside over there. He was wide open. There was not a cornerback within 5 yards of him. He has a nice stiff arm to get those extra yards as well. 1st and goal here for the Big Red. In motion is Kirscher now from right to left. Green Drops back to pass. We'll throw it to Williams, and it'll be incomplete. It was not even close. So tried to get him on like the little wheel route over there, but just did not happen. DePauw knew it was coming right from the get-go.
Yeah, that's a small amount of space to be running a wheel route. Maybe I think he was trying to look for a back shoulder with Williams there, but weren't on the same page. Bringing up 2nd and goal now from the 2-yard line. I think they try to run a pick play with Yater and Kersher on the outside.
They'll throw it over to Reed. Reed now has a little bit of a step, and he can not get in. As it looked like he got a yard on the play.
3rd and goal from the 1 now.
So interesting here. I mean, DePauw's run defense has been unstoppable.
Does Denison have some kind of tush-push drawn up in practice? What's going on? This would be a great time if they had it.
You can see Koulianos coming back in, so Campman back out at the heavy tight end position, so just need some extra blockers here, try to open up something. As they go full house in the backfield, they motion out Reed, and they might be the little shovel pass, but they throw it over top to Kersher, and it's just behind them, and so 4th down. Tigers holding strong right now, and so you have to go for it. There is no possibility of going for a field goal, so Adam Moses, the offense coordinator, has to draw something up here, potentially try to catch the Tigers off guard. But
here's the play of the game, though, so far. 4th and goal. Denison scores here. They cut it to a 1-possession game. You can see 3 receivers out wide. Possibly play action.
Here, they'll throw it over to Kersher. Kersher is into the end zone for a touchdown. Big Red Grayson Kersher with a huge touchdown to cut this game to 1. Denison scoring 21 unanswered here so far, as they are now down 1 possession, 28-20, pending the extra point. As we do have a DePauw Tiger down on the field, but what a play design there. A little pick play to just get Kersher wide open and to score as well.
No, 100%. I love that play design. Putting Kersher in motion and then quick pass over to him and let him catch it and get into the end zone. Great setup there, and now we got a ball game. 1-possession game. Denison did it last week, down 24-0. Can they pull off 28-0 this week at home?
They have not faltered yet. Down 28-0, and they're like, hey, we've done this before.
Yep.
We could do it again. They have shown incredible grit in this second half.
And DePauw really has no answer so far for that air raid passing attack. The 4 or 5 receivers out wide. They have not been able to stop, and Tyler Green's been making the right decision every single time so far in the second half.
Yes, Tyler Green, 32 of 46, 364 yards in 3 touchdowns. Last week, he broke his career best in passing yards in a game with 409. He is on that track to break it once again, and he also set a Denison record with 40 completions in a game, and he is on track again to break that, as Zach Reese of DePauw able to get up and walk off the field with some help. But what a game we've had so far. What at first we thought was going to be just a blowout has turned into a battle of some of the top NCAA teams.
And this is a huge game for conference play. Like we said, Denison's won their last 3 games in conference. DePauw just came off a loss against John Carroll, so this could be a chance for Denison to possibly come back and jump them in the standings.
Mendham set up to kick the extra point. It's up, and it's through. So 28-21, Denison coming back in this one. Like I said, scoring 21 answered to be down 1 possession, 28-21. DePauw struggling a little bit on offense and not having an answer for this Denison passing attack either, as they are firing on all cylinders now.
You can tell, Denison sideline. There's a lot of energy over here right now. DePauw sideline, not as much. Denison with all this momentum, looking to keep it going with 11.5 minutes left to go in this game. But we got a ball game, and this should be a fun end to this game right now. Denison looking for an upset against a top 20 team in the country here on Deeds Field.
Yes, and this is huge for both sides. A game of incredible magnitude, as we see here. Mendham back to kick. Up and away, and it'll be returned by Hoover. Hoover's got some space, but he is wrestled down by Mickey Doyle. But a really nice return, gets 15 more yards at the 40-yard line. And they'll set up here at the 40. This Denison defense coming alive as well in this second half. DePauw not really being able to do much. This Denison D-line just scratching and clawing their way, creating pressure, and it's really helped out the secondary in the second half.
No, 100%. Definitely led by that defensive line, but then also Roy Rolston making some plays at that linebacker position. It's a great sign when your linebackers, your leading tackler so far in the second half, meaning your D-line's getting some good pressure, allowing your linebacker to make plays.
Valentine will throw that one up, and it is picked off! Picked off by Cole Harris, but it'll be...
I think this one's coming back.
It'll be pass interference, potentially. As Valentine just trying to chuck that one up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Lukowski was even going to get to that one, even with the pass interference. It was kind of just a hope and a prayer on that throw.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looked like, once again, we saw it earlier in the game, didn't turn around and just put their head into him. So, it'll be on Hanson. So, that's a huge blow for this Denison defense. That would have been the biggest momentum shifter in the game if that were to happen. But, fortunately, they get the automatic first down off of the penalty.
Yeah, now all of a sudden that penalty, it's a drive killer for the defense, honestly, for possibly getting a stop to now DePauw in great field position and driving to possibly put a dagger in this game.
As Ballantyne will play action, he will heave that one up, and it'll be incomplete. Harris on the ground, holding his hamstring. But we will take a break here with 11 minutes to go. DePauw driving after the penalty. So we will be back here a little bit on the Denison Sports Network. 28-21, DePauw leading. Welcome back here after the injury timeout. Cole Harris able to walk off the field as we get set up 2nd and 10 here after the long incomplete pass. As Ballantyne will play action once again, it will be over to Lukowski, and it will be broken up by Hanson, as that slant was been working all day on that little RPO. But Hansen able to snuff that one out and come up with the big pass breakup.
No, 100%. Hansen with a nice break on that side. He's been seeing those all day, so he's kind of started almost not guessing, but expecting it to happen, and he made a nice break on the ball there with the pass deflection, and now 3rd and long. Denison, we shown they got a safety over the top on Ballantyne. Who else is going to make a play for DePauw?
He's getting pressured. He evades it. Ralston almost on him, and he throws that one away. Rory Ralston and Christian Labriere on the rush.
They're talking about intentional grounding, and they're going to do it.
And they're going to throw it. This Denison bench and defense coming alive right now, as the DePauw offensive line just totally discombobulated on that rush from Denison. Coach Javon Johnson drew up a beautiful blitz to be able to get that pressure and be able to get Ballantyne out of his comfort zone.
100%. And like they've done the past few 3rd downs, they double-teamed Robbie Ballantyne, and then his brother Scott, really, that's always been his first option. So when that first option isn't there, Denison's pass rush has been there by the time the second option is open. So DePauw now has to make some adjustments for that offensive game plan. And now Denison's about to get the ball back to go a chance to go tie this ball game up.
Buddy Gomez back to kick, and he'll boot this one away once again. Yater going to have to backtrack for it, and he'll take it for a couple of yards, about around the 12-yard line. So Green and company once again trying to make some magic happen, as they did last week against Wittenberg. So they will come back out to the field. Like we said, Tyler Green, 32 or 46, 364 yards and 3 touchdowns. Logan Yater eclipsed the 100-yard mark on their last drive. He's got 101 yards. And Grayson Kirscher with 93 yards and a touchdown. He, as you said, Doran, has come alive
He's
today.
come alive a lot. He's just a junior as well. He'll be back next year, but he's turned into a true X receiver in this game.
They'll roll out here, and to who else? Kirscher, as he will get a good 4 or 5 yard gain. Something, I mean, it's a good play to have, get middle of the sticks, open up your offense a little bit.
I mean, those 4 or 5 yard curl routes is basically Denison's run game right now. Those pitch and catch routes where it's comfortable chunk plays that they're able to get on first down, that's basically turned it into a run game, and it's fun to watch.
Green takes the snap, drops back, tries to evade pressure once again. He gets out of it, and he'll just throw it away. Wow, what a play from Tyler Green.
I think he's asking for a face mask, but just to get out of that was insane. I don't know how he had 2 guys fully wrapped up on him, and he somehow evaded both of them, was able to throw it away and give them a chance here on 3rd down.
That was crazy. Nehemiah Dow had him wrapped up, and he's able to get away. If this drive ends up what it's supposed to be, that might be the play of the game there, honestly. And it resulted in 0 yards.
And incompletion.
Green drops back, has to roll out. We'll throw it up into the air to Yater, just a little bit too far. So Yater had maybe a half a step on it, but it's just a little too far. And so a 3 and out here for this Denison offense. Not what you wanted, but with the way the defense is playing right now, you can start to build some confidence in them and just start, to rally around them and start to feel it as well.
100%, but it starts with a good punt here, trying to flip the field. Can't give DePauw a great field position here, especially in Denison's territory.
Arjun Narang backed up punt, gets it off, drops around the 50 and gets
pretty solid.
Favorable roll down to the 40-yard line. So this Denison defense in the second half has been bend, don't break. And 9 minutes, 43 seconds to go. Every drive has been crucial. This one big as well. And so see if this Denison D-line start to work their way once again into getting some pressure on Ballantyne, as I was very surprised to see them throw the ball as much as they did on that last drive. I feel like they would just start to try and run it and run out the clock, but I said this Denison defense has been doing really good in the run game.
100%.
As they'll give it off to Johnson. Johnson's got a little bit of a crease, and he will fall forward for a first down.
Yeah, that was a big first down for DePauw there. Much needed, as Denison's defense has looked strong these last few drives, but that's a great drive starter for DePauw with that nice 12-yard gain from Johnson.
Yes, as they switch it up on first down, it usually seems like they throw the ball a ton. They switch up their tendency a little bit. And so the big 12-yard gain makes it 1st and 10 on Denison's 49-yard line. So Ballantyne will get the snap. Will whip that one over, and he will be stopped for a couple of yards.
Nice play by Hansen there on the outside, coming up and making the tackle.
And Frankie Riccardi on the reception only gets about a yard on that play. Looked like could have worked out for something, but the Denison secondary flying to the ball and able to wrap them up. So we'll see here, 2nd and 9, somewhere where Denison has really faltered is that long down and distance. So let's see here if they can conjure something up.
See if they go back to the run game here. Worked on that first play.
So they do, and it'll be a nice gain from Johnson, fighting his way through for some extra yards. So it'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that was a great run from Johnson there, giving him 3rd and manageable here. Like you said, 3rd and 4, and they could go anywhere with these. It's honestly 4th down territory as well. It's in that area, that kind of dead area you were talking about, where like you could punt if you want to pin them deep if you don't get this, but then also like doesn't hurt to go for it as well.
They have the offense for it, so would not be surprised as they rush 3, play action. He's looking for Robbie down deep, and he does, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown. But we do have a flag.
It's coming back
By midfield. And it is once again a holding call on Nick Ruiz, his 4th of the day. They have just been giving him fits all day.
I think that was Cole Compton coming off the edge that time, forcing that holding call. But like you said, yeah, he's been getting picked on all day, and could not have come at a better time for that Denison defense, because Ballantyne was wide open down the field, and obviously he caught that 50-yard touchdown. But
he hit the double move, and he had that separation, and a nicely placed ball from his brother. But just Nick Ruiz, his 4th holding call of the day, only a sophomore. It's just been very detrimental. And
wow.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called on Robbie Ballantyne as he spiked the ball in the end zone.
Can you not do that anymore?
I do not believe so. Rules have changed, so
yeah, okay.
I don't know. Can't celebrate, so that
I guess he celebrated something that didn't even happen.
Right.
So, I don't know how that works, but now it's 3rd and forever for them, and this is huge for Denison. If they can get a stop here, they're going to hopefully give themselves good field position and give Tyler Green a chance to go tie this ballgame up.
Yeah, this is 3rd and forever, as it is 3rd and 29 here. I mean, I used to have a coach who always said, I don't have a single play for 3rd and 20 plus. So
it's called a miracle.
Yeah, 5 wide here. Might as well.
Taking a page out of Denison's book here with the 5 wide.
Yeah, as looks like 3rd and 29 on the sticks. It shows 2nd. So there we go. They would change it now. So 5 wide. Honestly, in this situation, if it's 5 wide, might try for a little quick kick from the quarterback.
Yeah. With these situations, though, teams will kind of play passive, put a lot of people back like Denison's doing, but also I wonder why people don't rush more to give the quarterback no chance to throw a possible deep ball.
Right, and they have a chance to have a great punt as well. So Ballantyne will drop back. He'll throw that over to Lukowski, and he's got it. And a nice little play there to make it 4th and 7. And like you said, I mean, it's kind of in that gray area just a little bit. But, I mean, if I were DePauw, I would punt it and try to pin them deep here.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and go, though. They want to. This is a huge call from Brett Dietz, because if you go for it and don't give it, you're giving Denison great field position, but you also have the opportunity to go pin them deep here and almost make them go 90-plus yards to try to go tie this ball game up.
So we have a conversation right now by the refs, and
it should be 4th down because it was unsportsmanlike conduct. So
it should be. Well, if it was that holding call, then it was on that 2nd down, so potentially it would be 2nd down.
But yeah.
But if the unsportsmanlike conduct, so we'll see here the call is, so it will be 3rd down. And the Denison
this could cause
sideline is not loving it one bit. And it's a cause for controversy. But we all thought it was 3rd down on that play.
I wonder if DePauw thought the same as well, or they just assumed it was 2nd, so they set up that kind of play. I'm not totally sure, but now if it's 3rd down, they got a legit shot at getting this 1st down. 3rd and about 7.
And they do, as they're still discussing the play. And
Near the
Vanderbilt
crowd.
4th down below us, and so they are really riled up right now after that, because any play in this 4th quarter is huge, but this one might be one of the biggest. And I've said that before, but this changes the landscape of the game, and whether you punt it or not, you give the ball back to the other team.
This is called 3rd down. This might be one of those ball don't lie plays coming up soon.
Cole Harris might get his interception back. Something, but they're still discussing.
This is a huge call right here, like you said.
It's a discussion of, I think, the unsportsmanlike conduct really affected the down on it.
Yeah.
So if it were just the holding, then you would replay 2nd down. But because it was unsportsmanlike
I think
conduct,
they might have declined the hold and then let it be 3rd down plus the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, because the unsportsmanlike conduct is causing the disconnect right now. So they are discussing
I think
it.
Denison thinks the refs are about to say it's 4th based on how the defense is reacting.
And they do. I see one of the refs on his 5th signaling 4th down, and so that's what they will go with, I believe. And so you see Dietz not liking that call either. So 7:30 left in this ball game, and it's
Yeah. No matter what the refs call here, their one sideline's going to be very unhappy.
every second counts as well. This is so huge, and the Denison
So the crowd's getting
sideline
into it.
still yelling out 4th down. So still discussing. As we have here, it looked like they were going to call it 4th down, but now I'm talking to the DePauw sideline. So, I mean, what a game we've had in general. I mean, it's been so great for this. At first, like I said, we thought it was going to be a blowout. We thought DePauw had Denison's number today. And it has turned into a slugfest now.
Yeah, and this is what true conference rivalries look like. They always play each other close no matter who's ranked what. And, yep, they're going to call it 4th down as the DePauw punt crew is coming on the field.
So, big-time play, and that really makes you think if DePauw thought it was 2nd down when they threw that ball.
That's what I'm curious about, is whether that play call was for a 2nd down play or a 3rd down play.
So, might have ruined their game plan as well. So DePauw back to kick. Gomez.
Yeah, he's going to let
Drop
that go.
One
Oh, that's a beauty.
at the 1 yard line. Like you said, a ball don't lie moment.
That might have been the ball don't lie moment. It might have been third down, folks.
What a punt from Gomez. He has been one of the players of the game as well in this one.
He had like a 55-yard bomb earlier to flip the field, and now he's just stuck it to the 1 yard line. And Denison, a team that hasn't ran the ball all game. This should be interesting to see how they get out of the end zone here.
It is, and I wonder if DePauw, if they do, they should bring tons of pressure.
Yeah.
And try to get a safety here. But as you said, Green's been able to elude this pressure.
You can see they brought in like a extra alignment. It'd basically be a fullback for protection, it looks like. So they're going to stick to that passing game.
And they do, and Green will get it out. Back shoulder throw to Kersher. Kersher's got it! He's at the 40, breaks a tackle! He's going down the sideline! At the 20, the 10! Goodbye, Kersher, touchdown! The ball doesn't lie indeed, and Kersher with his second score of the game. Wow! 99 yards to the house for Grayson Kersher. He's got 197 yards on the day as we wait the extra point here to tie this thing up. 27 unanswered from the Big Red.
Wow is all I can say. Oh my goodness. I'm going to wait till after this extra point to say anything else.
Kick is up, and it is good.
Oh my God, Denison from 28-0 to a tie ball game with 7 minutes to go. Kersher, like we said, he was heating up in the second half. He was getting going, and he just made the biggest play of the game, breaking a tackle, and then goes the distance, 99 yards. Just like that, Denison all tied up with a chance to upset a top 16 team in the country in DePauw. Wow.
You live for for games like this right now. I mean, we've said it all game. Denison has been in this situation literally last
week, yep.
And what a play from Grayson Kersher. We thought Robbie Ballantyne was going to be the only receiver of the day, but we might have 200-plus receivers.
Kersher's like, I'm over here as well. He's going for that first-team all-conference receiver as well. He's Denison's leading receiver for a reason this season, and you just saw why. He's just a junior, really turning into that true X receiver.
And Mendham kicks it off here, and it'll be returned by Diehart. Diehart getting it up to the 35-yard line, and there will be a penalty called. And
it's like there was some fighting up top there.
It looked like it was on.
I think it was the two number 26s between each team.
Russo on that. He wrestled him to the ground, and it'll be holding, and that'll back him up.
There we go. And now DePauw, an offense which has been stalled the last few drives. What kind of adjustments are they about to make? Because Denison's defense is playing with a lot of energy, a lot of momentum, and if they go through and out here, Denison has a chance to go take this lead.
Wow, just unbelievable. And I think we said Green, 34 of 50, 468 yards on the day, 4 touchdowns after that 99-yard pass. He has broke his career best, and I think he has also broke single best ever. As Ballantyne will throw that one up, and he's got it to his brother. That connection has been there all day.
When they needed it most, they got it there. Big play from the Ballantyne brothers.
You know he's going to show up in clutch moments, and he does right there as well to set them up on the other side into Denison territory. First and 10.
Valentine, I believe, is at about 250 receiving yards now. Having himself a day. But now Denison's defense, what do they do to get a stop and give Ty Green and that Denison offense a chance?
Now Valentine will heave that one up to his brother, and it is too short as Colton Morrow was on the coverage there.
Looks like Valentine was looking for a flag coming back to the ball, but ref was not buying it. And now 2nd and 10.
Yes, as Valentine, it looked like it was a miscommunication by Whitehead and Valentine back there, and I think he just wanted to heave it up.
Yeah, I think, but he saw that corner coming on the blitz and realized then that his brother was one-on-one, so he kind of just threw one up there, hoping that his brother would come back to it, but not enough on that ball there.
And they hand it off to Whitehead, and Whitehead gets a good chunk, 3 yards on that one. So another 3rd and long, which we have said Denison really did not do a great job in this category in the first half. It's just really turned it around here right now.
And Valentine's been the guy on 3rd downs in the first half, but so far in the second half, Denison's kind of taking him away on these 3rd downs. So Paul really needs another guy to step up, whether it's Lukowski or the tight end Caster.
So another big 3rd down right here. Valentine will drop back to pass. He gets it over the middle to his big tight end, but he is stopped short. And it'll be 4th and 1 here.
Here we go.
They got to
go for it. But, I mean, you can try putting them deep, but you saw what happened last time. They did that. So, looks like they're going to bring in some big personnel.
So they hit Samuels on that, and he was not able to get that extra yard. So 4th and 1 here with under 5 minutes to go. All knotted up at 28. Denison coming back down 28-0, with their first score coming at the end of the first half. So we will see here who is made of as Whitehead gets the ball, and he will run through for a 1st down, gets the couple of yards that he needs to be able to move the chains and move this DePauw offense.
That was a great push by that DePauw offensive line. And Whitehead kind of just ran up the middle, able to get those 2 yards for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A position DePauw hasn't been in really at all in this second half.
And this is also where some time management from the coaches comes in. We got 4 minutes to go here. How do they handle the clock as well?
And we'll get in there, up in the air to Valentine, and it is knocked away from Colton Morrow as he got a hand on it, and Valentine had some pressure in his face as well. So a huge pass breakup from Morrow makes it 2nd and 10.
What a play by Morrow there. Just a safety one-on-one with arguably the best receiver in the conference. Able to turn around. At first, he wasn't turned around. I thought he was going to get pass interference called on him, but he turned around at the last second, got that hand up to deflect it. Huge play there. And now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Valentine. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson's got a little bit of a crease, and he's going up the field past the 20 to the 17-yard line as a huge hole opened up for the Tigers. Now they are in field goal range here, but obviously that is not the goal on this drive, as they know Denison can score in a hurry as well. So they will use, I believe, almost all of this clock right now, just to wind it down and get that opportunity.
Now Denison with 3 timeouts in this half. They got to think about when they're going to use them, because they expect to run here with Johnson to keep wasting this clock. Nope, going right to the pass.
And Valentine throwing it up to Lukowski, and it is knocked away. Hansen almost came up with the pick there. Very close.
Yeah. We were talking about Hansen coming into this game. He's got 3 picks already this season, 2 in the last game. Was looking for his 4th, and that would not have come at a better time.
So the Denison secondary really locking in this second half. as tried that little deep ball, but not working out. As Ballantyne will roll out and he'll flip it over to Lukowski, and he will be out of bounds. Looks like he might have got the first down, or he is close.
Yeah, it's close, but one thing though. Oh wait, looks like they're gonna say he stayed in bounds with the the clock's still running. So
3rd and 1 here on the right hash on the 10-yard line. So the Denison team line has come up big.
yeah, some big personnel is in as well. 2 tight ends on the left. Wouldn't be surprised to hand off to the left side with Johnson.
They give it to Johnson, and Johnson finds a little hole and is able to get across and get the first down. So 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. And I think here we will hit the 2-minute timeout mark. As what a game we have had here. And it looks like Ballantyne might actually call a play, but he will not. Just try to get a hard count to get him to jump offside. So 2-minute warning here. 2-minute timeout, excuse me, as we will take a little break as they will get situated here. I am Cale Dent here with Doran Ustein as 28. Actually, you know what? We will not take a break because this is
too good.
This is too good.
It's 2 minutes to go. We don't need another break.
Yeah, we don't need a break. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I just got into that mode, but we have seen a great game here today by 2 programs, 2 of the top programs in the NCAA with huge implications as well. So 28-28, I said, they won that middle 8 14-0, coming out, scoring at the end of the first half, and then scoring within those 4 minutes within their first drive to make it 28-14. And so this defense adjusting has also been phenomenal as well. In that 3rd quarter, DePauw had 41 total yards of offense.
That's impressive right there.
That is extremely impressive. So what you consider, I mean, was they had over 250 in the first half. So they have really dialed in here, and so they have got to hunker in even more, potentially try and get a stop here. 3 timeouts left for both teams. So we figure here if Denison were able to get a stop, they use timeouts here to try and salvage some time. So,
no, 100%. Both these teams tied for 3rd in conference play this season. So this huge implications on the line. As here we go, 1st and goal.
Ballantyne. It's the ball. Fakes. He's pressured by Rory Ralston. Ralston takes him down into the backfield. You've heard his name all game, and he comes up with one of the most clutch sacks of the game for the Big Red. And we do have a Tiger down on the field in the end zone. Check up on him, see if he's okay. But
Rory's been making.
Rory Ralston, you've heard his name all day. He was out for a game, that Ohio Wesleyan game, but now he has just been a game wrecker. I mean, he came off that edge fiery, and he almost lost it at first, but he regrouped himself and was able to get that sack. So,
no, 100%.
Heck of a play.
And if you didn't know his name before this game, well, now you definitely do. He's been making the biggest plays all day today. 3rd down stops. 1st down sacks right here in the biggest moment of the game. But we hope he's all right. We hope it's just like cramping or something like that.
We will take a break here as we get checked out. So 28-28 after the Rory Ralston sack. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 15. We'll be back with you here in a little bit on the Denison Sports Network. after the short break. As 28-28 after the big Rory Ralston sack. Can't say his name enough. So it makes it 2nd and goal from the 16. Obvious passing situation here. As Ballantyne play action over the middle of Samuels, and it is incomplete! Nick Pelagonia with the huge hit. DePauw is saying it was a fumble. Might have made a football move on that, but they are in confusion. But what a play from number 26, Nick Pelagonia.
Huge hit there, like you said, and that saved the game right there. That would have been a touchdown, but came in flying and put his shoulder into the receiver there, knocking the ball out. And now 3rd and goal. Here we go again. And this is one of those scenarios. Is like if if they get close to the end zone, do they go for it? Do they kick the field goal? What do they do here?
Here we go. Ballantyne fakes it off, throws it over the middle to Samuels, and he's caught it at the 1-yard line. So, huge decision here.
Oh, here we go.
For the Tigers, as it is 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. So Denison will take a timeout here.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh my God. I mean, usually in these scenarios, 4th and goal, you probably run the ball, but Denison's D-line's been on top of that pretty much all day today. Do you give Ballantyne a one-on-one jump ball or something like that? I mean, it's not really a 50-50 ball with him. It's more of...
Yeah, and do you put the trust in your defense to kick a field goal right here and to go up against that Tyler Green air raid?
I don't think so. I think...
And they will hand it off to Whitehead, and he will score. And they get it into the end zone with about 1:22 left. Thought they were going to go to Ballantyne up at the corner, but they hand it off to Whitehead, and they push that one through. And they get their first score of the second half, and the biggest one of the game so far, to go up 34-28 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, nice surge there by the offensive line, opening up that A gap, and then Whitehead just ran right up the middle. Easy touchdown there.
Extra point is up, and it is good. So DePauw, after leading 28-0, Denison comes all the way back 28-28. So now they finally get their first score of the second half, and the biggest one of the game at that, making it 35-28 here, and it makes it incredibly difficult now for Denison because you need the touchdown. You cannot go for any field goals or anything like that. The good thing is, though, they do have 2 timeouts as well. And so Tyler Green, what he has done all day, leading this offense down the field, doing an incredible job.
It's been fun to watch. And expect them to go right back to that air raid, obviously, with 1:20 to go. I still got 2 timeouts to work with. Between Kersher, Yater, and Williams all having themselves days on the outside. Green's been able to kind of...
Yeah, Green's been having his way with this defense for sure. So, see here, Gomez to kick off. They'll kick it off to Malone. Malone will return it, and he will get out to about the 25-yard line. So, don't want any stupid penalties here from either teams. When
this is the last time when you want a mental penalty, mental error. A penalty in this drive would absolutely be a drive killer and possibly end the game. So if you're an offensive line, no dumb holds. You can't have any mental errors here on these kind of drives. You got to be precise.
So what does Tyler Green have in him? He had that performance last week, and he has elevated himself this game, picking apart this DePauw defense. So both teams here fighting for that second place spot in the NCAA. And we will see here 1st and 10 from the 25. Kersher in motion from right to left. Green will throw it on over to Williams. Williams catches it inbounds, unfortunately, and it'll be 2nd and 6. They will have to hurry up here as they'll place the ball down. Green checks his surroundings. He'll get it off. He'll throw it over to Kirscher, and Kirscher was not looking. And it looked like the same exact play. Wanted Kirscher, though, on that little streak, but did not hit him. So now 3rd and 7, 55 seconds to go in this one.
What do they draw up here? They've had some success with Yater in the slot on 3rd downs. Do they try to find him over the middle here? You can see him lined up really close to the offensive lineman.
So here we go. Green will have to flush out. He finds Winders over the middle. And like you said, what they have done all game, I mean, Green just making plays. So the clock stops in until the first down is played, and it does. And Green will drop back to pass. They only rush 3. Green looking around, trying to find someone. Green will just throw that one.
A smart decision. No risky throws right now. You still got 40 seconds to go. But they do, 2nd down and 10 here, they do need a big chunk play. You can still throw over the middle because if you get that first down, the clock will stop until the ref sets the ball down. So maybe you look for one of their slot receivers. You can see Williams and Yater line up on the left side here. Kind of look for them to cross over the middle of the field and see if Green can kind of connect with them.
Here we go. Green drops back, 3-man rush. He's going to get flushed out. He throws it over the middle to Yater. Yater's got it. Right around the 38-yard line. Found a little pocket there. 33 seconds left now on the clock. Of course, Big Red will hurry up here. Green will get it. The DePauw defensive line not even ready. Green throws that one over to Yater once again. Another first down here, as this DePauw defense is really discombobulated right now.
And with Denison going no huddle, they can't make substitutions either, so their pass rush is dead tight right now. You can see their hands on the hips, getting no rush, and giving Green all the time in the world to find his open man.
I would say to just keep this hurry up going.
Yeah.
Don't even give this defense time to rest. 26 seconds left, and you still have 2 timeouts as well.
Mm-hmm. You can go over the middle field. Even if you don't get the first down, you got timeouts to work with.
So Green now motions Yater over. Gets him back. It might be zone coverage here. Gets Williams back over once again. Green shuffling around, and he'll rip it off and he'll throw it away. From the flag, Nolan ripped the helmet off. He looked like he was going to get a sack, but he threw it away.
It's looking like a false start, though.
False start.
That play should be called dead if it's a false start, though.
Yeah, it might have been.
Is Green going to have to come off the field if his helmet just came off for a play? Because that would be
again. So
something.
The false start should have caught it dead. Illegal formation is the call there. So I think Green, he'll have to come out of a play.
Yeah, their coaches, the DePauw coaches are talking about it. Yep. That is,
and he has to.
That is big.
Now coming into the game is Brian Rager, as Nolan got him, and it didn't seem like he ripped the helmet off. It just came off as his arm was coming across his head. But Green able to get out of that once again.
18.5 seconds to go. Backup quarterback in for a play now in a huge moment.
So Brian Rager in for this one play. So there will be a 10-second runoff as well. As we will get some sort of discussion again. We've been discussing a lot here so far.
If there's a 10-second runoff and it's got 8 seconds, this might be one of the last plays of the game.
As you do here, I mean, with Rager in, you just give a little out route.
Oh, wow. 10-second runoff. Oh, wow.
And that is very detrimental. So right here, you just give a little out route or something for this Big Red team. You do not want to go to the end zone right away. You need a short, quick pass to get Green back in this game as well. I mean, he's out for a play.
You need
Or he's back on the field,
you
actually.
need your starting quarterback, who I believe just broke the record for passing yards in a game in Denison history.
And
Back
he
in this
has
game.
519 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Oh, my God.
I mean, he has had a whale of a day.
I think they're arguing whether he can be on this play right now or not.
Yeah, the DePauw coaches are not having it as well. As fans are not liking it, but I mean, in these crucial moments, you need to have discussions like this. And
Yes,
you don't
100%.
make any rash decisions. So talk it out and see what's going on. But we're still discussing if Green should be in the game. I mean, you should feel pretty good about yourself if you want the quarterback out. I mean, he's just been slicing and dicing. Like you said, he has broke the single game passing yards record for Denison today. And what is even bigger than that is that this is the #1 total defense in the country he is doing it against as well. It has been unbelievable to see, and he is one of the best quarterbacks, not even in the conference, but in the country.
100%. I mean, they've just had no answers for him today. Just been slicing and dicing their defense all day. Obviously, we said their strength was that front seven, but with these quick passes, with this air raid attack, they've had no answers, and he's been picking apart their secondary all day. And as it looks like the refs are going to say he's good to go for this play, I believe he's currently in the game. So
he is. So
I don't know what the discussion was exactly, but the result was him being able to be in this play, which is huge for Denison because it's 2nd and 20. And there's still 18 seconds on the clock. So I think Denison probably used their timeout to stop the 10-second runoff, if I had to guess.
Green here drops back to pass, only rushing 2. Green will throw it up into the air for Kersher. Kersher! It's incomplete. He was out of bounds. Does it look like he came down with it? But I think he came down with it out of bounds.
Oh, my.
All the way into the end zone.
Kersher doesn't agree. This is where there's a cameraman over there. Can we get the instant replay or something? But, oh, my.
What?
Green gave Kersher a chance there to go up and make a play, and he did, but
he was just out of bounds. I think a little bit hit of the white.
And here we go, 11 seconds now. Probably got
Couple plays in you. Couple plays.
Quickly, a quick pass over the middle. Or no, because I don't think they have any more timeouts.
So they rush 3. Green fighting pressure, gets away. Will have to throw it away in. There will be a couple flags thrown as well. Not too sure. Will be, and DePauw is jumping up and down. It might be intentional grounding. As
I think they're
at the clock here.
They're asking for the clock to run.
A legal forward pass is the call. So loss of down will be forced down.
So this is going to be the last play.
4 seconds left. You know, Denison still has a couple of timeouts. So I don't think it matters on this one, but
oh,
the game
wow.
is over. 10-second runoff here. As Denison's comeback falls short in the final minutes. DePauw walks away with a win here in Granville. What a game from both teams as Tyler Green sets the single game passing record here at Denison, and they just fall short to a great DePauw team.
What a game, though. I mean,
what a game.
Shouldn't hang your head from Denison's side. I mean, you could not have fought harder. You're down 28-0 and fought all the way back against the #1 defense in the country. So nothing to hang your head about. Defense played incredible in the second half. DePauw just showed why they're one of the best teams in the country themselves. Just incredible game today. I was happy to call this alongside you, Cal.
Yeah, I am happy to call with you as well. Our first game together, and what a game to call as well. I mean, like you said, do not hang your heads Denison, great game. Great game from DePauw, too. I mean, Denison was able to come back into this game, but they were able to rally together and get that one drive that they needed in the final minutes to win this one. And so we will stay with you next time. Next time, we will be back here for Senior Day at 1 o'clock as Denison takes on Oberlin College. So I am Cale Day here with Doran Ustein, and thank you all for tuning in on Denison Sports Network. We will catch you here next time.